How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a glorious day. Today, going to be taking a look at how I was able to get over 42,000 capital peak points in this last raid weekend. So let's jump into some of the attacks and see which bases I'm hitting and how I'm taking these bases apart. So, going in first with a Skeleton Park. We also have Golem Quarry 2 times, Balloon Lagoon 2 times, and a Workshop between a couple of raids. So, going to be focusing on bases that are worth between, I think it's 6,400 to 7,000 is the goal. And then hopefully, if we do all finishing attacks, we can get bonus points from the troops remaining alive. So, a little bit close and scary on the Skeleton Park. We've got both the minion huts still alive, but we have a bunch of skeletons from our graveyards popping out of the base. They only have a couple of wizard towers, so those skeletons are going to get a lot of value. I have a couple packs of hogs to directly target and stun up some of the defenses that may cause some problems. And we have an army of skeletons protecting our super wizards and our giants. Throughout this video, you're going to see we primarily use the ground graveyard spam strategy. I love using this strategy. Very versatile. You can use it on pretty much any base. You can quite literally 3-shot almost all the bases every single time. The only exception being the the Dragon's Cliffs, because those super dragons are quite scary. But a lot of times you can even 2-shot a lot of these districts. So we can see here we're going up against a Golem Quarry. Got our graveyard spells over each of the splash targeting defenses. We're going to sort of spread out our troops into 2 packs if possible. Hopefully we're going to have 1 pack sort of work on this left-hand side of the base, and have another pack sort of push up into the middle, try to get to these back-end rock artilleries and blast bow. We have a couple of hogs left over that we can use to stun up whatever we think needs some help. Now we can see that the core group has pushed through, taken out those splash targeting defenses, and is going to be able to reinforce the other group that took heavy casualties pushing into the left side of the base. So now we're able to get the full amount of points, and we do get some bonus points since we kept some troops alive, an extra 315. Next up, looking at a Balloon Lagoon cleanup attack. Got almost 6,500 points remaining. Again, we're going to be deploying our graveyard spells over the rock artillery, definitely. And then since the other 2 rock artilleries are covered by graveyards, we're going to deploy the other graveyards sort of on spots that will help tank for our troops. So we had our group on the right hand side go in, so the skeletons were able to tank all of those cannons for us. But on the left hand side, the skeletons were able to take out the double cannon and sort of help push the troops, mostly the hogs, into that side of the base so they can start moving through. We also had our skeletons from the other side break out and help clean up with some of the trash buildings. So on this attack we got a bonus of 345, which is very, very nice. Last up, we were taking a look at a workshop for this raid that will be jumping into the 2 other attacks on the other raid. So again, this base, just over 6,500 points available. Got graveyards over the 2 double cannons on the back end, double cannon up front, blast bow. Then we might as well put another graveyard over the multi-mortar, just so that the skeletons can hopefully deal some chip damage. And the idea behind this attack strategy is that you have the giants and the skeletons to distract. You have the hogs and your 1 lightning to stun any defenses. And then the whole point of this army composition is to protect the super wizards at all costs. Because between the chip damage from the graveyard skeletons and the chain lightning from the wizards, you can take out so much of the base so quickly. Now the strategy does start to peter off once you're going up against maxed out bases. It does get quite a bit more difficult, but versus weaker bases, this strategy absolutely destroys. I mean, this is, how many weeks now that I've been posting these videos where we're just using the ground graveyard spam strategy getting massive amounts of points. Like here, we even got a bonus 483 points. Because we had so many, we had like almost 2/3 of our army still alive. Crazy. So now we're going to jump into the second Golem Quarry. This one worth a little bit more, just over 7,000 points available. Again, we're going to be deploying our graveyard spells over the big splash targeting defenses, the blast bows, and the rocket artilleries. Though we had one left over, so we were able to send it on this right-hand side multi-mortar. The idea being that if we clear out these two defenses on the right-hand side, those skeletons should be able to take out the air targeting defenses in the back and start to work their way towards the district hall. So we can pretty much focus most of our attention on the middle and the left-hand side of the base. Gonna be trying to reset the blast bow with that lightning spell. Skeletons were able to take it out before we get off another shot, which is perfect. Skeletons take out the higher level rock artillery, then we have one more rock artillery left still alive. We have a couple of hogs trying to go in, but those skeletons do chip away at it and they are able to take it out, which is awesome. So now we'll speed up through here since base is completely destroyed. We're able to get the full 7,000 points plus 441 in one attack. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And finally, we have the last attack. A Balloon Lagoon. Got one of the rock artilleries already taken out on the first attack. Got graveyards over all three of the remaining rock artilleries. Then we're going to be able to sort of stack one graveyard sort of on this right hand side where we don't really want to send too many troops. And then we just double stacked to take out the rock artillery on the right hand side because all those graveyard skeletons will clear out that whole section of the base. Similarly, on this right hand side, the graveyard spell should take out most of these defenses. And then we should be able to focus all of our attention on this left side of the base. Try to push to the top side of the base. So here we do send in one pack of hogs to assist since the skeletons were sort of running thin. But as you can see here, all the splash targeting defenses are taken out. Of course they're the Crusher, but Crusher goes down pretty quickly since it is a lower level. We're able to fully destroy this base, clean up the attack. We got a bonus 345 points, so hopefully this video is helpful for you. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Or at least hopefully you saw how to use the graveyard spam strategy. Highly encourage using it. Very hard to defend against, and it works on almost all the bases. You can literally two-shot all the bases. You can do the Golem Quarry, Skeleton Park, Builders, Balloon Lagoon, Builders Workshop, and Wizard Valley used in the ground version. You can use the air spam version on the Barbarian Camp. And then it is pretty difficult to two-shot the Capital Peak and the Dragon's Cliffs using either the ground or the air version. It can be done, it is tricky, but you can take it out in 3 shots, or you can try other fun attack strategies. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, helps me out a bunch. There are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.